paradise won't change your mind. Can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice.
And welcome back, guys.
We're remembering text.
This is a month later.
Supposedly. Yeah, this game has a lot of time skips. It's just like, here's some time skips because we need to advance the plot. There's no other reason behind it.
Yep.
So, we haven't been promoted yet. We're still second class.
Yep.
Soldier second class. Zach?
That would be me. Who is this?
Director Lazard wants to see
You see, this is why you don't randomly answer phones.
Wait.
Yep.
Soldier second class
Who was
Chris.
that?
Yeah, who the hell are you? How'd you get my number?
Can I interest you in a once-in-a-lifetime offer?
No.
Oh,
Anyone on Angeal?
can I
Hasn't contacted
tell
his
you
family
about your brother?
I don't have a brother.
A new assignment. I want you to
Have
go
to.
to the hometown
So I need to
of
know
our
which
missing
one.
soldier first class Genesis.
Huh?
According
Charlie.
to reports, they've had no
I'm sorry,
contact
you've got the
with
wrong
Genesis
person.
whatsoever. But
I meant
they can't be trusted.
Why?
John?
No, of course, it must obviously.
George. No, George? I mean,
I had already dispatched
William. You've got a brother named William.
We've lost contact.
Just running through it. It's like,
Yep.
We'll go with you.
Oh, this guy.
Hey,
Sang.
Song of the Turks. He looks a lot better here, doesn't he, than he does in 7, where
Oh, very.
where he's blocky and
Blocky
looks like
McBlocker block.
made of cardboard.
You're ready to go.
Like I'm living in a world made of cardboard. Oh, I love
I
this.
saw a cosplay at one point of someone who did Cloud as their cosplay, and they did it as boxy pixel
that's
Cloud, and it was
awesome.
awesome.
Oh, I love the pixel cardboard stuff is awesome. So yeah, as you saw there, we have met someone, so they get added to our gauge as a new limit break and
Yep.
various other effects that occur. You might have seen at one point, Chris opened up the DMW, or
I think I did that in between episodes, but I'm
he
going
might
to go
have-
ahead and do
anyway,
it here
yeah,
now.
he's gonna open up now, and you'll see that there's because he's got to check his mail anyways. So if he opens up opens up the DMW here, you can see
These are all the different possible things.
Yeah, so we don't actually have Ifrit yet, because we've beaten him, but we don't have it. But look at, these are all the possible things you can get in it. And so there's
18 different possibilities.
right. So there's one for limit breaks, or there's what you
First
get
column is your limit breaks, the second column is your summons, the third column is your encounters.
right, but I meant the percentages.
Oh,
So
the percentages are each thing has a chance of giving you an actual cutscene of information with the characters.
Right,
And the
so-
percentage is how much of the information from that chunk have you seen.
right, so
10% of it is just seeing the actual limit break.
Right, and then an additional 9 different things you gotta see for various memories and other things.
Yep.
So we've seen
There are 2 available right now for Sephiroth and Angeal.
that we've seen one of them.
Exactly.
And there's
'cause we've
nothing
seen-
available we're saying yet because we haven't actually even done it yet.
Yep.
So he's here, we can talk to him. But yeah, as we said, this game is kind of grindy if you want to get everything. One of those grindy things is you have to get a 100% on all the gauges for those.
That gets you an item. I think that gets you one of the items that you need to beat the stupid
Isn't
bitch.
it the ribbon?
No, it's not the ribbon. I think it's just one of the defensive things you need to beat the stupid bitch.
Right.
Equipment. That's right. I have to go in here to actually.
Right. So as you can see there, once Chris goes back out, you can eventually get 6 slots of things to equip.
Yep.
And yes, your HP up and Vit up and the other things count towards that limit, and they will show up in your bar. They're worthless but they show up in the bar.
I don't think they actually show up on the bar simply because you would have to cycle through them. Well, but they do still level up with the
that's
DMW.
what I mean. They count towards the slot number. So since he has his HP up in slot 4, was that slot 4?
I think it's 4.
I think he got 4.
No, I think it's 5 actually. Yeah, no, it is 4.
It is 4.
Yeah.
So if he gets double 4s,
double or triple 4s,
then
my HP up level increases and I get more hit points.
Yeah, but as we said, there's synthesis, and like any synthesis game, the level of the things you put into it will determine
how good the thing you get out of it.
Right, so I think we talked to Sang to continue the story.
Yep.
We do.
We go on a mission.
Missions. Yeah, eventually everything is just done from the cell phone. But
we're still early on. We're still meeting people, so we have to actually talk to folks.
Job,
I
right?
know it's
No
like
sweat.
I wonder.
we gotta be coerced into doing
I
things.
know.
Assigned to this mission.
Honestly, why can't we just sit in our beds and use our cell phone to get wherever we need to go?
Or you'll fail.
And Sephiroth?
We're gonna go help the Turks with whatever stupid
is
thing they
that?
got themselves into.
They spoil him
And
too
yes, all of the Turks are in this game in some form or another.
Yep.
So we get to meet them all. Are all awesome. I don't think we interact with Shinra proper too much, though.
No, not a whole lot.
Yeah, because this story takes place before they've gone completely batshit crazy.
Yes.
Which is, what sets off the events for Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, look, Benora White Trees.
AKA dumb.
Dumb apples.
Well, what about dumb apples? And yes, folks, that is the joke.
Yep.
What about dumb apples? It's really bad, but it is what it is. And I'm sure that in the original Japanese, whatever joke they are replacing with the "what about dumb apples" joke is probably a much better joke.
Yep.
But
Activating combat mode.
the thing about jokes in Japanese games is oftentimes they're either very culturally insensitive to other cultures, or they just don't translate because you need to be aware of certain cultural cues that we just don't have.
Either that or it's just the language doesn't translate.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about humor. It's all about context, and if you don't have the correct context for something, you're like, huh?
Yep.
Yay, we can run now. Go, Zach, go.
Running through the trees.
I mean, I know that there's a project to do an HD upscale of this, but from what I'm seeing, you would have to completely retexture everything to do that. And that just seems like, oh, you got it now, a undertaking that we really don't want to do.
Yeah.
Or would be so time consuming as to
Friggin' camera.
Can you press L and R to switch the camera on?
I can! Holy hell! That is so useful.
It doesn't work in combat. Like in combat, it's a fixed camera.
Yeah.
Or-
L&R switches between my abilities in combat. But I had completely forgotten that I could control the camera, and it makes life so much easier. Oh.
Yeah, so we have a new mission available, but I believe it's
not
one of
gonna do
the
it right
one of
now.
the side missions we're allowed to go do now. So we don't actually...
None of the missions beyond that first one are essential. They're all extra stuff.
Right, and everything. The story just goes now. So as long as we talk to the people we're told to, we will never actually have to open up that mission board again. So we knock off these two punks.
And then giant robot.
Yeah, this is the boss now.
Not the scorpion bot. That's a later fight.
Prototype for the Scorpion bot? Yes, we are so badass that we cut missiles in half.
Yep.
Don't question it. It's fantasy logic.
Spider bot. He's got.
He's got 6 legs and 2 arms. So yeah, Spider-Bot is
That
It's
and
effective.
he totally has a web type attack that
Does
I'm
he?
recalling.
I don't remember. Oh, power surge for someone. You're gonna see another chain slash.
Yay, chain slash.
Yeah, Chris, go, go, go. But yeah, as you can see, we don't see the hit points for these guys yet. We don't have any HP bars for them. I believe that's a materia we can fuse later to make.
I don't think it's a materia. I think it's a
Or an equipment. It's some. You're right there, Spider-Man. There is something we can get later on that will at least give us an indication of how close to death something is.
And I'm done with actually zapping him.
Oh,
now.
he also is named Guard Spider. I see that in the upper
Yes, he is.
side now. Come on. There
Yay,
you
there we go, another
and
chain
also
slash.
just completely random there. It's just like, oh, here you go. So he had started his EM field limit break type thing just before
Yep.
our modulating phase went off, so we have to take we have to wait our turn and then we can just destroy him. Oh, power attack. We can trade to hit for extra damage. Right? That's how it works.
I think
No.
in this game, power attack is I punch you hard.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Where did you hear that?
Sephiroth told me? I mean, why should I argue with Sephiroth?
Yep, Sephiroth said it.
The technology.
Stolen from our scientists by a jackass.
It apparently allows Genesis's abilities and traits to be
And
transferred
his face.
to
Yes.
soldier members and monsters.
Maybe also his fingerprints. And his credit card information.
Soldier and
Not his
monster.
social security
We're
number.
the same.
That's protected.
Yes. That's protected by the Shinra Protection Act. You know, his soldier number.
Of course.
Soldier security number.
His soldier number, though, is not 76.
Odd.
No. Hey,
We're all
look, I have-
soldiers now. Wow, that takes on a really new context in Final Fantasy VII.
His parents are
Actually, a rather, dark context.
Very. Especially when you realize some of the backstory of Soldier, which this game delves a lot
Yeah,
into.
we're not going to really worry too much about spoilers in this game, because
This game's
I'm gonna
almost
look
a
at it.
decade old. Holy hell.
When did this come out? I have to know for certain.
And gets his best friend
But,
Angel.
basically, this game has reached the statute of limitations when it comes to
there.
right. Yeah, when it comes to spoiler warnings, this game is well beyond that point. So, come on,
Go find
Wikipedia,
Angel's house.
give me the
Wikiped.
answers. Wikiped
Check the
informs
grades.
us that, yeah, this game will be 10 years old in September.
Always do this.
Oh,
So,
that makes me feel old.
yeah,
Must
there
be
are a few
rough.
things that
Don't
we
worry.
do.
You're paid much
But
better than you are.
that's right, because it was the 10th anniversary game for Final Fantasy VII. How's that for making you feel old? 20 years ago for Final Fantasy VII.
Wow.
So, when I got Final Fantasy VII, I did not have a PlayStation at the time. I had to wait for the PC release of it
Gotcha.
on good old Windows 98. But I actually couldn't run it at first because I didn't have a CD drive that was fast enough to read it. I'm not kidding. If you have a CD burning program or a DVD burning program, you probably kind of laugh at the idea that you got to burn your CDs at different read and write speeds for them. It's like, why would I do it anything slower than the fastest? Well, there were certain drives that could not read a CD fast enough if you put it at a higher speed.
Yep.
I had a drive that had a max.
I see something. Maybe now's not the best time. I'll check it out
Were you
later.
supposed to find?
I'm going into Angeal's house.
Okay. My drive had a max read speed of like 2x.
Greetings, ma'am.
But I mean that was perfectly fine for most things.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy VII, despite saying it had a minimum requirement of a CD drive, period, wouldn't run until we got a new CD drive.
Are you Zach the puppy?
That was
Yes,
at
he
least
is.
an 8x speed. So I had Final Fantasy VII, and it sat around for a little bit
Until you got a better
until
CD
I got
drive.
another better CD drive. And yeah, this was back in the day of IDE cables and Molex plugs and stuff like that.
Yep.
with my son.
But I got to play Final Fantasy VII.
Yay. I never actually finished 7. I got out of Midgar, and that was about it.
A month ago,
Yeah,
with an army of
Final Fantasy VII is very much a product of its time. I will say that.
I enjoyed the hell out of the game.
Genesis.
The problem that I ran into with it is you get out of Midgard, and you're not told where to go. It's, hey look, in the middle of the world, you're dropped.
He left
Go
his
do
son.
something.
Yeah, well,
not told
I mean,
where.
You're supposed to go to the next town and talk to people there to get information about where you're supposed to go, but that's sort of one of those things about 7 that people tend to forget with their rose tinted glasses and nostalgia looking back at it. That
Yep.
7 had kind of a pacing issue.
Yes.
You should go.
That is what it is. So we're meeting Angeal's mom here.
Yep.
And Genesis, she is not afraid of Genesis because Genesis can't hurt her, just due to the fact that their families were friends for so long. So she's not afraid of it.
Yep.
So that story that Angel told earlier about the rich man and the dumb apples in the town. This is where Zach learns that he was talking about himself. This wasn't just a parable that he was telling.
Genesis is the rich man's son, and Angeal obviously is
the poor boy that was stealing apples in town. Stole them from every tree except for that one. So. Oh no! What happened over here?
Oh no!
There's
Guys, I should cut them.
There's guys I should cut them. Genesis copies. Yeah, this is how the game gets away with just throwing generic mooks at you. Is every all enemies that are not all humanoid enemies that are not monsters are clones, and failed clones at that.
And hell, half the monsters are clones.
Yeah, so that's kind of how they get away with the don't feel bad. They're just clones. So yeah, if Chris had a thing in his 6th slot now, it would have gained a level, but we don't have a 6th slot. We don't even have a 5th slot. So
Yeah, you get the 5th and 6th slots with equipment.
Oh.
This is one of the things that'll get more percentage done on
right,
that
so
thing
his percentage gauge is now increased.
Hey, look, my thunder, I think. Oh, cure. Cure.
That's a
Very
much
nice
better
one to have increased.
Yeah, so his cure now cures a slightly larger percentage of his health bar. And didn't cost. No.
That was AP.
Yep. Yeah, but as you can also see, MP and AP are no problem at all in this game.
Yeah.
Because they refill every time you get a modulating phase as well.
Yep.
We get a phone call.
Phone call.
Okay, Sang.
There's a thing, so I gotta go inside to check it out, cause stuff.
Because you're the main character. So run along here.
I'm too important to do it myself.
I'm just the information guy. I give you the information and you'll go. So we'll go there next time. Bye everyone. We're in save. We'll see you later.
I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my